Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Saratoga Racecourse here on Saturday. It is September the 3rd, 2016. I'm going to look at the stakes races on today's program, including the Grade 1 Woodward. Before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for full card selections from Saratoga. Also have some harness action from Freehold on there, so go check that out. The races I'll be looking at are the stakes races. Starting off with race number 5, the Saranac will go on to race number 9, the Spinway. Race 10, the Grade 1 Woodward, which is very nice running this year. And also the 11th race, which I believe is the Glen Falls. It's just a very good card from Saratoga. I'll also have a pick 3 play, starting off at race number 9. So, an all stakes pick 3. So, wait on for that. But now let's get on to race number 5. This first stakes race I'll be looking at. It's the 109th running of the Saranac. Grade 3 purse, $300,000 for 3-year-olds traveling a mile and an eighth on the inner turf course. Field 7. A mile and an eighth on the inner turf course. This race used to be run at a mile and 3/16 on the inner turf course until about 2 seasons ago. Then they switched it from the mile 3/16 distance to the mile and eighth. You don't see a lot of mile 3/16 distances anymore in the States, so it's kind of a shame. It's one of my favorite distances personally. But you have a very nice running here, and I'm going to give you a nice horse here of the 6-horse Isotherm, making his second start off the layoff, which should be the key for this horse to run here today. I'm going to go 6-3-2-5. 6-3-2-5 for the Super. Number 6, Isotherm, 5-1. John Velasquez for George Weaver. Last time out, ran at Saratoga, mile 16th on August the 5th in the Hall of Fame Stakes. This horse finished 5th by 2 1/4 lengths that day. The winner, Camelot Kitten, is running back into this race. And, this horse had it wasn't the best of breaks that day. Then Jose Lascano held the horse because this horse was very rank. I think he wanted to run. And I don't like to criticize something I can't do, but the ride Jose Lascano did that day, gave to this horse wasn't the best of rides, and I have a feeling that's why this Jose Lascano's off this mount today, and John Velasquez gets it. But it was, and plus you have to remember it was his first start off the 7-month layoff. Start before it came January 2nd at Gulfstream Park, 7.5 furlongs in the Diana Beach. This horse finished second by a head that day and just missed. It was a very disappointing loss. Because this horse came into the race I think good. I think I had this horse that day at a little under 7-2. It was a very nice second place finish after the start before, which is a very tough run at Keeneland, a mile 16th in the Brews Cup Juvenile Dirt. I don't know why they ran that horse that day, because he finished 13th. He beat one horse that day. You just watched the replay. He was not liking it at all. But before that, he won the Pilgrim, broke his maiden on this turf course last season. And he ran a 6-furlong start on the dirt. So his first career start was 6-furlong start on the dirt, and he did not like it. I think the turf is the key for this horse. Second start off the layoff should really, should be the key also. He's going to have a giant run, I think, 5-1 on this one. I like the odds on this one. If it goes up to a little, like 6-1, 7-1, I would like it also. So I'm going to use this horse here. So to recap my bets for race number 5 from Saratoga, it's the Grade 3, 109th running of the Saranac. I'm going to go with the 6-horse, number 6 Isotherm. It's the 6-horse. I'm going to go 6-3-2-5, 6-3-2-5. So now let's get on to race number 9, and this 9th race, I'm going to give out a pick 3 play, starting off with this 9th race, as a motorcycle goes past my window. I don't know if you're going to pick that up on the microphone, but this 9th race from Saratoga is the 125th running of the Spinway. Grade 1 purse, $350,000 for fillies. 2-year-olds. We feel 7 horses traveling the distance of ground of 7 furlongs. And what's next for these horses? After this, do they run in the Furzette or the Champagne, whatever races for the 2-year-old fillies in the fall at Belmont? After that, do they go to Southern California to run in the Brews Cup Juvenile Fillies? We have to see. I think it's a very nice running this year. And as a top selection here, I'm going to go with the 5-horse Cherry Lodge. I'm going to go 5-1-6-7. 5-1-6-7. Number 5, Cherry Lodge. 2-1, John Velasquez for Todd Pletcher at a Bernardini, who won the 2006 Preakness. Also won the, I believe, won the Travers, but I might be wrong on that. Comment if you think if he did win the 2006 Travers Bernardini. Just comment and say you did, because I'm probably going to forget and never look it up, but I'm pretty sure he did. We have 7 horses in this, like I said, Cherry Lodge. But last time out, Ran had at Saratoga on August 7th, 5.5 furlongs in main special weight for 83,000. Source won by length on the lead all throughout. Had a very easy victory. When John Blazquez showed the horse the whip that day, the horse just excelled to a very clear victory. I think the key with this horse should be the added distance. This horse won easy last time out. 7 furlong distance should really be up this horse's alley, especially out of Bernardini. This horse has been training very good. 4 furlong workout on the Oklahoma track and 49 flat on August 27th, and had an August the 20th workout on the train track. 4 furlongs, 48 and 3, which is pretty good. I think this horse, like I said, should have a giant run here. So I'm going to use this horse as a top selection in the pick four. In the pick 3, I'm playing with, starting off with this race. Going to use the 5 horse. I'm going to use the 1 horse, Sweet Loretta. I think she should have a giant run also. The 6 horse, Pretty City Dancer, I'll use. And the 7 horse, too. I'll use that horse. Say one of these horses scratches, I will probably use the 3 horse, Runaway Doll. But I think the 4 I have on this ticket should really do well. But I would like extra cover. If you could afford the extra coverage, I would use it. But I have a feeling one of the 4 I have in this, especially number 5, Cherry Lodge, are going to be the winners here. So to recap my bets for race number 9 from Saratoga, it's the 125th running of the Spinaway. I'm going to go with the 5 horse, Cherry Lodge. Gonna go 5-1-6-7. 5-1-6-7. Like I said, I'll use probably all 4 of those horses in the pick 3. So now let's get on to race number 10. The 10th race from Saratoga is the 63rd running of the Woodward Grade 1 per $600,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1.125 miles, 1 lap around Saratoga. 1.125 miles. And this race used to be run at Belmont years ago. I think 2008 this race got moved to up to Saratoga. But one of the runnings I just remember, and the horse didn't win, but it was a shame. But the 2001 Woodward, I was there at Belmont Park with my grandfather, and Tisnow ran. I believe he finished 3rd or 4th. And it was as a prep race for the Breeders' Cup Classic, you don't want to see the horse used so much. And my grandfather was a big Tisnow fan, and he had it was a 3rd or 4th place finish. Chris McCarron didn't use him so much that day, and came back to Belmont Park to run against the in that Breeders' Cup Classic, which might have been, I vote, as the best Breeders' Cup Classic ever, because you had some very good Euro horses. You had Galileo's before that was a very good European champion. After that has become the champion of breeding. You have to see a lot of the horses he's produced. You have Swain, who just won the ARC with Frankie Dettori. You got a few other. Albert de Grey comes to mind. But what Tisnow did that day in the Breeders' Cup Classic at Belmont, it was pretty remarkable, winning it. And one thing also, that Woodward run was the Saturday before the 9/11, so it's something a little scary. I remember being at Belmont that day, so just it's very it was a very weird time after that. But can't believe it's been 16 years, something like that now. But on to the race, this year's Woodward, to put it up to a good note. It's very, very good. It's just a very good race here. You have Frosted running back into it, who's won his last 2 starts easy, especially that Met Mile run. 1-2, do not like the odds. I'm going to try and pick away from him. I'm going to find my way to the 9 horse, all the way to the outside, Mutahij. I think he should have a giant run, second off the layoff. He should run well. I think the horses coming from Dubai need a start, especially any horse coming from Europe to run over in America. They need a race. I think this horse had that race in the Suburban, should run well here today. I'm going to go 9-3-1-4. 9-3-1-4. I'll use 9-3 in that pick 3 ticket. So I'll use Frosted and Mutahij. The 1-4 probably not. There's a horse in here, just looking at it right now, Tapin Mojo, the 8 horse, 50-1. If you could bet on the horses, the odds, if what they go off as, I would bet this horse goes off at over 75 to 1. There are going to be stupid people that are going to bet this horse. But most likely Tappan Mojo goes off 75 to 1 over. Maybe even the big 99 to 1. I don't think that 8 horse has a chance in hell. Especially after that Suburban run where he finished 7th off of a year and a half layoff. The week after he ran it, he wanted to run in a race at Belmont, got scratched by the stewards. So that's something a little weird. But Mutahij as his top selection, 5 to 1. Fakir McLaughlin making second start for Fakir McLaughlin. Rider T is getting on this one for the third time. Last time out, ran at Belmont, a mile and a quarter in the Suburban handicap. This horse finished third by 1.5 lengths that day as the favorite at 2 to 1, a little over 2 to 1, just a tiny bit. This horse was a little bit wide that day, just didn't feel. It was very humid out that day here in New York, so I don't know if he liked the humidity. It just wasn't. He needed the start. I think that's the feeling I get with that race. Start before that, this horse ran a very giant second behind California Chrome in the Dubai World Cup. This horse finished second by 3 3/4 lengths. Just couldn't catch. California Chrome, but and then this horse, he's been improving a little bit with every start. He finished fourth in the Al Maktoum Challenge and in the Fry Break Stakes, just basic stakes race that made on. This horse finished fifth. First start since the Belmont Stakes of 2015. I think this horse should have a giant run here today. Second off the layoff is the key in my eyes for this one. It's been training well. August 25th workout at the Saratoga on the main track. 4 furlongs at 49 flat. The 18th best out of 41. So watch out for this one to run a giant one. So to recap my bets for race number 10 from Saratoga, it is the something running of the Woodward. It is the 63rd running of the Woodward. Gonna go with the 9 horse Mutahij. Gonna go 9-3-1-4 in the Super, 9-3 in the Pick 3. So now let's get on to race number 11 from Saratoga. The 11th race is the 21st running of the Glen Falls Stakes. Grade 3 purse $200,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 10 horses. 10 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1 mile and 3/8. Wow. Mile 3/8. And my top selection here will go to the 5 horse. Number 5, Arles. Hopefully I said that right. A French bred coming in from Germany to run. Gonna go for this leg in the pick. I'm gonna go 5-3-6-2 in the Super. 5-3-6-2 also in the Pick 3. And 5 Arles 10 to 1. Joel Rosario, Andres Waller trains this one, getting Lasix for the first time. Last time out, coming in from Germany, August the 6th, in the Dresden, a mile 3/16 in the Buin. I'm not going to even say that, even though my family is from Austrian origin. I should speak German. I'm not going to say that. It was just a basic stakes race. This horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths that day, and according to the running line, this horse just was second best. Start 4 that came in Hanover, Germany, a mile and a quarter in a basic stakes race. This horse won by a neck, 50 cents to the dollar, and he just held his own to a very nice victory. He's been running good in Europe. I think this horse should come here to the States and have a good run. I believe the European horses are the better horses. He looking at this horse, he won some nice races. He finished second in some nice Group 2s. The distance shouldn't be a problem with this horse. Lasix, I think that's the key to this one, to winning tomorrow. So I'm going to use this horse's top selection at 10 to 1. So to recap my bets for race number 11 from Saratoga, it's the Glen Falls. Going to go with the 5 horse Arles. Going to go 5-3-6-2. 5-3-6-2. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. And if you're playing that Pick 3 play for a $1 minimum base wager, if you follow all the selections I gave you for races 9, 10, 11, it's going to cost you $32 for that $1 minimum base wager. So good luck to all.